Rahul Gandhi remains a disqualified member of parliament. The Surat court that was hearing his appeal has declined to grant any relief. I'm Barkha Dutt. You're with the Mojo story. Our big political focus this evening is on the options for Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party in a major setback for the party. The court in Gujarat has declined to grant any relief to Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi had asked for his conviction to be overturned in the defamation case, linked to comments where Rahul Gandhi seemed to link the Modi surname to corruption. The petitioners have argued that this is a slurring of an entire caste community and a slurring of the OBC caste community. The BJP is saying that the judgment proves that instead of the death of democracy, it is the death of the arrogance of the Gandhi family. But politically, the question remains wide open. What are Rahul Gandhi's options? Is this prolonged legal battle really giving him the political positioning as a martyr, or is it only depleting the energy of the Congress in a run-up to the major big election of 2024? Would Rahul Gandhi be better served just saying sorry, or perhaps even more disruptively, should he actually embrace the option of jail? How is this protracted legal battle? Remember, there are summons from other courts as well, and the defamation cases are piling up, helping Rahul Gandhi in any way. What are the political consequences of what has happened today? Let's introduce our guests on the program today as we deconstruct this big political story. Joining us on the program is well-known lawyer and analyst Aashutosh Srivastava. Welcome to the program, sir. Arati Jerath, a senior journalist and columnist, is with us. Great to see you as ever, Arati. Sanjay, supporter of the Congress party, one of the most trenchant critics of the Modi government, is with us. Always a pleasure, Sanjay. And as I was about to introduce him, I see his picture has gone off. Hopefully he'll reconnect soon. Satyen of the BJP, Satyen Kulabkar of the BJP was with us, and I'm sure he'll reconnect in a moment from now. All right, Sanjay, let's get first reactions from you. The reactions, of course, have come in from the Congress party officially. Abhishek Singhvi saying that all legal options will be explored. What are your thoughts right now politically? Is this really serving the interests of Rahul Gandhi or the Congress party, Sanjay Jha?
Barkha, I believe what you're witnessing at the moment is the classic battle between David and Goliath. One Rahul Gandhi against the formidable, terrifying might of the Narendra Modi apparatus. We all know how many institutions in the country have been compromised. And we also know that this government is the most vindictive, almost dictatorial in the way it operates. Now, the truth is that truth always wins. It might take some time. You go and overcome hurdles. Some of them are insurmountable obstacles. Sometimes it takes time. But as I think Abhishek Manu Singhvi stated, all legal options are on the table, and eventually one has full faith in the judiciary and definitely the Supreme Court, the one institution that is probably the only bulwark between the Modi government and rather an authoritarian structure that they are trying to envisage for themselves. The simple point is that Rahul Gandhi today, in my opinion, is becoming the voice of the people of India. This is not just a persecution of a senior Congress leader. If you look at it, the manifestations of the kind of intimidation on media, NGOs, activists, journalists, business people, political opponents, it's all out there. We talk about it literally every day. And I do think that Rahul Gandhi today represents not just his own, electoral battle or his retaining his Wayanad seat. This is about the future of Indian democracy. And I think to that extent, politically, the Congress and Rahul Gandhi stand to gain manifold, because this government is looking repeatedly as a very insecure government, very thin-skinned, and for a party that is 3,303 seats in parliament, they are behaving as if they are an opposition party. Now look at the way they operate.
Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? Satyanji is with us of the BJP, and I'm hoping his connection is stable, so we'll go to him. But my question is for you, Sanjay Jha. You say two things: David Goliath. For that, the issue has to catch the imagination of the wider public. One, when a story drags out, we know from being in the business of news, people lose interest, people move on with their lives. That's question one. Question two, you keep linking it to the quality of democracy. The BJP will repeatedly say it's the decision of the court. Why are you linking it to us?
Answer to that is No, the
Yeah.
simple answer to that is the sequence of events that the Congress party has, I think, articulated. And the people of India are aware, by the way, of the sequence of events that led to Mr. Gandhi's very, kind of dramatic, quick trial and a closure. And by the way, let me tell you, I don't want to get technical because your viewers need to know both the technical as well as the political aspect of this entire conversation. A 2 year, punishment is only the second time since 1860. I mean, this is like unprecedented. It's giving you a chilling political message. You see, the message that the BJP is sending out to the people of India. And therefore, I keep saying this is not about Rahul Gandhi. ये हर आम आदमी का एक मुद्दा है. ये आपके जितने दर्शक हैं उन सब लोगों के लिए एक समस्या है कि देखिए आज ये जो एक संदेश दिया जा रहा है कि यदि हम राहुल गांधी के साथ ये कर सकते हैं तो आप कौन है? I think this is a moment of fear. This is a moment of, I think, trepidation. Because end of day, while I do believe the High Court or definitely the Supreme Court is a result in the closure of this case in favor of Mr. Gandhi, the process has to be gone through, and I think the
Okay.
Congress will go through it. But one
And I
last
think,
thing, once again, the BJP here is not just attacking Rahul Gandhi; they're throttling Indian democracy, and I think they're telling every Indian citizen, "We can come after you."
okay, those are very strong words, and I know the BJP will repeatedly say that you cannot link a court decision to the quality of democracy. And we will get Satyen ji now to come in. Satyen ji, this is of course come from a court in Gujarat on an appeal from Rahul Gandhi and his lawyers. You heard Sanjay Jha. He says that this is now a David Goliath battle. Congress को victim बनाया जा रहा है. ये सबको message है कि political space में एक ही पार्टी और एक ही इंसान और एक ही सेट ऑफ लीडर्स के लिए जगह है. व्हाट वुड यू से सत्यन जी?
The things which Mr. Jha was sharing right now was a bit ironical because they are not talking anything about what Rahul Gandhi has said for an entire community. You are talking of a Modi community. Modi doesn't mean two people, three people here. Here they represent a very they are not ready.
Sir, I'm sorry, I can't
Hello,
hear you.
am I audible?
Yes. Now you are, you
Okay,
weren't.
I'll,
Can
I'll
you
repeat.
make the point again? Yeah.
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 The issue is Congress is so unapologetic party. They don't have the audacity to say yes, we have done a mistake by calling chore community.
Okay, Satyen ji can't be heard. Can we just actually fix his network? And he's not able to join us. But I think what I got from the gist of his argument is that Rahul Gandhi should just say sorry. Arati, let me bring you in. Rahul Gandhi has refused to apologize. An apology would have closed the case. Do you think, looking at it not through an emotional lens as a Congress supporter might, but as a cold, clinical, dispassionate journalist, do you think the Congress is really gaining from this protracted legal battle? And I remind you of an Arvind Kejriwal, who has said multiple sorries to people of the opposition that he filed defamation cases against. And no one remembers or holds it against him that he said sorry. Do you think Rahul Gandhi should just say sorry and cut his losses? Arati, Jerath?
Barkha, I don't know whether it's going to help the Congress party. I think we'll have to wait and see. I certainly do feel that this is helping the cause of opposition unity, because with the Congress under this kind of pressure, it makes the Congress a little more humble, a little more amenable, a little more accommodative to joining forces with other opposition parties on a national level, whether it's in terms of seat, it'll have to be in terms of seat adjustment, really, rather than an alliance or a single party like Janata Party. It'll have to be a different kind of arrangement this time. But I think it does make the Congress much more amenable. And so to that extent, I think it really helps the cause of opposition unity. I do also feel that, Rahul Gandhi has been trying to avoid direct confrontation with Modi, as we saw in the, the assembly elections that were held in Gujarat and Himachal. Rahul hardly campaigned. He did not want to get into the Modi versus Rahul battle. So if he is removed from the electoral battlefield in terms of not contesting, it helps him because then he does. It is no longer Modi versus Rahul. And frankly, I don't know what the BJP is going to do if it doesn't have Rahul Gandhi to, sort of posit against Modi and, sort of make Modi into a larger than life character while deriding, while really, sort of rubbishing Rahul Gandhi. So I think it's a bigger loss for the BJP than for the Congress if Rahul cannot contest in the next Lok Sabha election.
So you're saying the BJP needs the framing to be a Modi versus Rahul battle that suits the BJP. Satyenji, we really want you to speak and we really hope you can complete your point this time. Aapka signal bar ja raha hai. Please do make your point.
See, I was sharing with you the same thing. Okay? Congress is so unapologetic. You cannot talk about a surname. You cannot talk about a caste, a religion in a way where you call the entire religion chore. See, we understand that Congress is known for playing caste politics since years. They have been using kham theory in Gujarat. That is, Kheda, Patels, and they formulate a formula where they do a lot of caste politics. We believe in Vikas politics, and based on that Vikas politics, we are asking votes, and people are giving us also votes. But Congress in this case, Barkha, they have been given a chance while you are talking this. Before the court, they are given a chance to apologize, and the matter was over. We never wanted to drag them into this. We really don't want to get into this. We have got so many other works that we wish to do by 2024 instead of getting into any single battle with Rahul Gandhi or anybody for that instance. But he didn't apologize. After that, you can compare our situation with the legal framework and Congress framework. When Amit Shah was arrested, he was the Home Minister. While he was arrested at that point of time, we never wore black shirts and moved here and there. We didn't took Parliament to the storm. We didn't took even the Vidhan Sabha where we were the ruling party there. In Gujarat,
Right.
I'm talking about. We took
Yes.
it through the legal parameters. We took it through the legal parameters. We fought through legal parameters and we won. What Congress is doing is they are trying to sabotage an entire gain out of it, saying that Rahul Gandhi
So
को
you are
नुकसान
so you
हुआ
are
है.
so you are saying that the Congress is deliberately not apologizing because they want to milk this as a political controversy. Satyenji.
Absolutely. They
Okay.
should be apologetic.
Okay. Sanjay Jha, I give you Kejriwal's example again. Who remembers that Arvind Kejriwal said sorry to a multitude of leaders, including Arun Jaitley and Nitin Gadkari? He said sorry. If Rahul Gandhi had said sorry, I've been misunderstood, I didn't mean to slur a community, this case would be over. So why are you calling it a death of democracy when it could have been solved by a mere apology? We've seen BJP leaders apologize. I remember Ravi Shankar Prasad apologizing to Shashi Tharoor. We've seen Arvind Kejriwal apologize to Nitin Gadkari. You know what I'm saying, Sanjay?
Let me answer you very quickly. Today, the cat is out of the bag officially on your program. The BJP spokesperson kept saying, "We don't want to drag it. We don't want to do this." This is not one disgruntled MLA, Barkha. This is the BJP's political conspiracy out in the open on your program. The gentleman from the BJP has said, "We are not. We want to do this. We want to do this." What
But
does it
he's
mean?
accusing you of the conspiracy. He's accusing you of the conspiracy.
1 minute, just 1 minute from the horse's mouth, your viewers can watch the truth. And this is exactly what the Congress party has been saying from day one. Number two, for Nirav Modi, you want Rahul Gandhi to apologize? For Lalit Modi absconding to London, you want Rahul Gandhi to apologize? For Modani, which I think the Congress must be congratulated for having coined a term which has now become such a popular political lexicon. You want Rahul Gandhi to apologize for the shenanigans, the financial skullduggery of Mr. Gautam Adani's group, which needs to be investigated by a JPC.
Okay.
This is, by the way, this is a fight for India. This is a fight for the middle class. This is a fight for the common man. This is a fight for the farmer. This is a fight for India's democracy. And I can tell you today, the BJP stands exposed on your show. Because they're openly confessing कि ये षड्यंत्र है.
I must allow Ashutosh, but Satyenji, a brief interjection and then Ashutosh. Briefly. Satyenji.
See, Congress is clearly saying, Rahul Gandhi on the records is saying that he is opposing a community here. He is not talking of one single person or
Well, Satyenji is not having a good day, certainly with his internet, Ashutosh. Let me bring you in. I think he made his central point that an apology would have settled it. As a lawyer, how do you look at it?
See, first of all, the appeal which has been filed in this case before the Sessions Court is not rejected. Okay, what is rejected is another application which was filed along with the appeal under section 389(1) of the Criminal Procedure Code, that is generally filed for the suspension of sentence. So when a person is convicted and that person goes and files an appeal, obviously when the appeal may take time, to be heard and to be decided. But what happens to his conviction? Because if he goes behind the bar, then the basic purpose of his filing of the petition will be infructuous. So the appellant or the accused, they file another application for suspension of their conviction or sentence. But while doing so, the case has to be extraordinary. You
Right.
have to prove that in a kind of loss which will happen to the accused if that suspension is not allowed, and there has to be a very strong prima facie case that the appeal really has got the merit, and there has been
But
a very
Ashutosh,
clear error.
can I ask you something? I know that the disqualification is automatic under the law, but let's also get some context. This is a defamation case, not a criminal case. This is not Lalu Prasad Yadav in the context of which the UPA once wanted to form a ordinance. This is not corruption. This is defamation, right? Criminal defamation,
Yes.
anyway, there's a question mark over. This is today is a day when we have seen an acquittal, for example, in the Naroda Patia massacre. People are going to be looking at this and saying a big sort of massacre from the time of 2002, that leads to an acquittal. But on the other hand, you juxtapose this and a defamation case leads to a conviction. How would you respond to this? I mean, I'm not saying it's the same judge. These are different
Yes.
cases, different judges. But go ahead.
Yes. See, even a defamation case can be of two kinds. One could be the civil one for claiming the heavy compensation, and the other one could be for the criminal case for punishment. Now, this
Hmm.
particular case is under Section 500 of Indian Penal Code, which talks about the punishment for defaming someone. Okay, so now in this application, as I was saying, that mainly the court has seen the criminal antecedents. If somebody has got so many other criminal cases also pending, so the court also looks after that. Now, in this case, as he is having some 12 cases pending, which is also a part of this order, and which is also mentioned in today's order, which has been passed. So it is not that when we talk about corruption or anything, the punishment could be 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, or 7 years. But as we know that Section 8 of the Representation of People's Act is very clear that if the conviction is for 2 years or more, then in that case it will apply, and the person so
Okay.
convicted will have to be disqualified from being MLA, MP, or
So you are
anything for that.
you okay. You have explained the law to us. I want to ask Arti a political question and then play out a video that Rahul Gandhi posted today. Arti, my political question is this: is a protracted legal battle actually helping or hurting the Congress?
Barkha, see, one thing I think we need to get very clear from the outset is that Rahul Gandhi is not Arvind Kejriwal. Okay? I mean, it's all very well for Sanjay Jha to talk about David versus Goliath. I think Arvind Kejriwal plays the victim card very well. He is, an expert at it, as good as Modi, if not better than Modi, in playing that victim card. Rahul Gandhi simply lacks that personality and the communication skills to, actually evoke sympathy for the plight that he's facing today. So, I think for Rahul to milk this for sympathy is going to be very, very difficult. And I think even for the Congress to milk this for sympathy is going to be difficult because, the Congress, after all, is the ancient regime. I mean, there are so many, things that you can fling at the Congress, crimes that they have committed in the past and say, but you did this then and you did this then. So I think for the Congress, it's very difficult to milk it for sympathy. What it needs to do is join hands with the opposition and make it into a larger issue about democracy, and actually it needs to let the other
But
opposition
here's the
parties.
but here's the problem with that, Arti. The Congress has not supported, for example, the Aam Aadmi Party on the arrest of Manish Sisodia. The Congress has not supported K. Kavita on the summons to her in the liquor scam case. The Congress has welcomed the CBI interrogation of Arvind Kejriwal. So where is this great opposition unity, Arti?
No, so I want to just say that yes, I think the Congress has made a lot of missteps, but if you remember, it was Markin, Ajay Markin, who protested about Arvind Kejriwal. Actually, the day before Arvind Kejriwal was summoned to the CBI, the Congress president Mallikarjun Kharge rang him up and said that we will fight this together with you. We must stick together as the opposition. So I think that the Congress also right now is still trying to frame its strategy properly, and I think it needs to be helped along because it is very confused and they don't have a good sharp political leader who can help guide them.
And I think
But
you made a very important point that Rahul Gandhi on his own can't milk this politically.
I think that what it is doing is it is definitely making the Congress more humble, which is why we saw Malika Arjun Kharge ring up Arvind Kejriwal on the eve of the summons to the CBI and talk to him. This is something that was almost inconceivable. Yes, of course, Ajay Markan the very next day, said that it's very good and why should we support him? But I think Ajay Markan doesn't matter. It's Malika Arjun Kharge who matters much more than.
Okay,
And
Satya,
this recent meeting with Nitish Kumar, I think we saw a very, very different Congress.
okay, you said
Even
if
at
you
that
said it's
opposition, even at
yeah.
that opposition meeting where they kind of backed off on Rahul Gandhi Savarkar remark and said that in future they will be much more sensitive to sentiments of their allies and their partner parties.
Now, I want to play out. Satyanji of the BJP is back with us, and I want to go back to him and Sanjay Jha. But Rahul Gandhi, Arti, you made a point that he didn't want Gujarat and Himachal to be Rahul versus Modi battles. The Rahul versus Modi position suits the BJP much more, but he has attached himself to a single point issue in the run up to the elections, and that is Gautam Adani. Right, and it's almost like the Rafale of the last election. And he released this video earlier today. This was before the court denied him relief. I just want to play this out and get reactions to it. Listen in.
प्रधानमंत्री जी कहते हैं सबका साथ सबका विकास, मगर आज हिंदुस्तान की सरकार एक आदमी के साथ खड़ी है और एक आदमी का पूरा विकास कर रही है। ये देखिए 2014 से पहले का अदानी जी का बिजनेस का नक्शा। बिजनेस बढ़ना अच्छी बात है, मगर यहां बिजनेस बड़ा नहीं है, यहां तो जादू हुआ है। इलेक्ट्रिकल, सोलर, विंड, माइंस, डिफेंस, ड्रोन्स, एयरपोर्ट्स, पोर्ट्स, पावर स्टेशन, सीमेंट, गैस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, सब जगह अदानी अदानी अदानी। प्रधानमंत्री जी, मैं फिर से पूछता हूं, हिंदुस्तान की पूरी संपत्ति, पूरा का पूरा धन एक व्यक्ति के हवाले क्यों किया जा रहा है? इसके पीछे कौन सी शक्ति है और ये कौन करवा रहा है? ये सवाल हिंदुस्तान का हर युवा, हर नागरिक पूछ रहा है। जवाब तो दीजिए।
Okay, so Rahul Gandhi, Satyanji, seems to be quite ready for maybe a set of cases that will come after this video. Maybe there'll be 5 more defamation cases. How do you respond to this particular video? Because Gautam Adani is from your home state, Gujarat. But this has now become the national issue for the Congress, the single point issue, in fact, in the election year. Satyanji. I can't hear Satyanji. Can we unmute him? I can't hear you, sir. Sir, can you unmute yourself? Okay, I can't hear him. Okay, Sanjay, let's bring you in. Sanjay, let's bring you in. Sanjay, why this attachment to the Adani issue? Sanjay Jha.
Barkha, let me tell you this. I have been a banker. I understand balance sheet and P&L accounts. The growth of Adani's business in India is not just spectacular, it's unheard of anywhere in the world. And the interesting story is that his businesses have grown not from greenfield on the ground up. These have been acquisitions and, preceded by tax raids and a whole lot of very unsavory, unprincipled developments. And then he's acquired those assets. And I think this is all courtesy a lot of government intervention. And we all know of the proximity of Mr. Modi and Mr. Adani. I can tell you, if the UPA 2 को भ्रष्टाचार में लोगों ने हरा दिया, तो ये तो मैं I consider this to be the mother of corruption. This is the biggest corruption scandal if there is forensic investigation.
But this is what you said about Rafale. This is what you said about Rafale in 2019.
There's a difference, Barkha. Please understand the difference. The markets, whether it's India or abroad, a Citibank, a Standard Chartered, the Dow Jones, a Total Energy has called off its joint ventures. His own FPO completely bombed. The truth is this: the markets have reacted. There is a serious problem. This is crony capitalism. This is corruption, and the Congress has got an absolutely correct, shall we say, political weapon here. What is the prime minister who famously said, "Na खाऊंगा na खाने दूंगा"? यहाँ तो आप लोग पेट भर के खाए हुए हैं भैया. जरा बताएं, ये आपको पैसा कौन देता है बीजेपी को इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड्स में? क्या प्रधानमंत्री ये बोलने के लिए तैयार हैं? जरा सार्वजनिक तरीके से आए, आपके चैनल मोजो पर आए और कहें इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड में अदानी जी का एक पैसा नहीं है, तो लोग मानने के लिए तैयार हो जाएंगे. आप बताइए ना. आप बताइए ना.
So
I think Modani, let me tell you, Barkha, Congress has coined this term Modani, and Modani is going to be the legacy of Narendra Modi no matter what he tries. And until there is a forensic investigation, the truth will never be known. The Supreme Court committee doesn't have the terms of reference enough to investigate the bottom of who is behind this entire loot of public.
Our BJP spokesperson today is having serious network issues. So I'm going to actually play out what Sambit Patra said at his press conference and then get Arati and Aashutosh to react to what might happen next. Sambit Patra, as I mentioned, said that this isn't the death of democracy, as Sanjay has said in this program. It is the death of the arrogance of the Gandhi family. Listen in.
आज सूरत के अपीलिएट कोर्ट से ये सिद्ध होता है कि कानून सबके लिए बराबर का है और कानून किसी के लिए भी अलग नहीं हो सकता है. आज जब अपीलिएट कोर्ट से जजमेंट आता है तो एक बात स्पष्ट होता है कि दिस वाज नॉट डेथ ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी ऑफ इंडिया, दिस इज अ ब्लो ऑन द एरोगेंस ऑफ द गांधी फैमिली. ये लोकतंत्र समाप्त नहीं हुआ है. ये जो घमंड है गांधी परिवार का और खास करके राहुल गांधी का, उसके ऊपर एक बहुत बड़ा आघात है कोर्ट के माध्यम से.
Ashutosh, what happens next? I'll come back to Arati and Sanjay on the politics, but legally, do you think that eventually a higher court will have to club all the petitions together? If so, are you surprised that the Congress hasn't petitioned the Supreme Court, at least for the clubbing of these cases? What do you see happening next? Or is the Congress wanting to, you think, drag this out over the course of the year so that Rahul Gandhi walks into 2024 as a political martyr? That's what he'd like to believe, at least. Or maybe even goes to jail.
Yes, absolutely. It is really surprising that when the court had taken cognizance in this matter, it was that time only it was not challenged or no quashing was filed or no such order was passed or no appeal was made. And he had to face the entire trial. And after the trial, the court reached to such a conclusion of convicting him. Now, so far as clubbing of cases are concerned, that is also surprising that a similar kind of allegation or the FIR or the cases are going on in different places in the country, in different states. Then the Supreme Court has the power under Article 32 of the Constitution to club the entire matter and to hear it itself, or it can transfer to one particular court which can hear the entire petitions together and decide it on merits. Now, in this case, as you asked now, what are the options left to him? So obviously now he can challenge this order before the High Court, which has been rejected, which was filed under Section 389 for the suspension of his arrest. Now,
and what do you make of, what do you make of the fact that this petition hasn't been filed? What is your interpretation of it?
as I said, surprising. Maybe he's not properly advised, or maybe some political mileage, or maybe a
Yes.
different thought process for the entire issue. But there are provisions in the law. It is very disheartening that no such process of law was followed, or the options what he had for legal remedy, which has not been exhausted or utilized by him. So now I think now only option left with him at present is that to challenge before High Court and to prove that he has an extraordinary special case which has got a clear merit
Yeah.
to be decided, and to get the suspension of his arrest, and then till the time the appeal is pending, and it is decided by the Sessions Court.
Right. I want to give Arti the last word, and it's a pity that our BJP spokesperson is not being able to reconnect. But as we close, Sanjay Jha, if you were in Rahul Gandhi's place, or if you were Rahul Gandhi's advisor, would you have advised him to either apologize or opt for jail? Because I think both of those are smarter options than this long legal battle that gets so complicated that most people can't follow it. Sanjay Jha, quickly before I give
Uh,
Arti the closing word.
Barkha, should I apologize to you that I happen to have lost a lot of hair on my head? No way. It happens. It's done. I don't owe anybody an apology for that. Rahul Gandhi has said nothing. He talked of political corruption. He talked of the government corporate malfeasance. He talked of Narendra Modi and Modani. Why should he apologize for bringing in three Modis who are very prominent in the political discourse? He has not criticized the OBC community at all. In fact, I would say that the BJP needs to apologize to the OBC community for dragging them into a debate where they don't need to be there. So I think at the end of the day, Rahul Gandhi, if he has to go to jail, he should go to jail. He should go to Patna. He should go to Bhubaneswar. He should go to Hyderabad. He should go to Guwahati. Take it to town. You see, defeating Narendra Modi and Amit Shah, you got to play the game. These are guys who know the game of optics. The way to beat them is join the party. And I can tell you the BJP today is nervous because Karnataka on May 13th will be the first jolt. And I hope the beginning of the end.
Okay, Aarti, I'm going to give you the last word. Karnataka may be advantage Congress right now for a host of reasons that have nothing to do. I beg to differ with Sanjay Jha with this case against Rahul Gandhi. I will see what happens in Karnataka. What's your best political hunch? Is this something that's getting massive traction, or is the Congress making a mistake? Is it miscalculating Rahul Gandhi's ability to strike a chord with the Janta at large?
As I said, I think it's, Rahul Gandhi is not that kind of empathetic politician who can strike a chord with people, on a mass scale. I've not seen him do it in all the years that he's been in politics. He's good on one-on-one. He's good. He was good during the Padyatra when he met small groups of people. But on a large scale, I don't see him being the kind of politician that his grandmother was, who really struck a chord with people. And he's certainly not capable of the kind of drama that Indira Gandhi did when she rode that elephant to Belchi. I don't see Rahul Gandhi being able to, create that kind of drama. But I think that, I think the Congress is deliberately prolonging this, because they feel that it's going to help them. I don't know whether it will ultimately or not. But as I said, I think the main thing really is for the BJP, what is the point of going on hitting the Gandhi family if there is no Rahul Gandhi that's, who's going to contest in the next elections? Sambit Patra saying a slap on the arrogance of the Gandhi family. The words will soon start ringing hollow because Rahul Gandhi, he may be going around town, talking about Adani, but everybody knows that he's not going to contest the next election. So he's not a candidate. He's not even going to be an MP. So how does it help the Congress, the BJP to go on hitting at the Gandhi family? Because the Gandhi family is no longer a target. So frankly, I think the loss is bigger for the BJP than for anybody else, because without Rahul Gandhi, they don't have a target. They don't have a comparison which shows Modi in a good light. So what are they going to do? How are they going to craft their campaign now?
Yeah, well, I think these are interesting times. We have to see, as Sanjay Jha mentions, the next assembly election may not be determined on any of these factors, but the bottom line is victory and defeat does change the mood in either camp for both the BJP and the Congress. We leave it there. Thank you so much, Sanjay Jha, Arati, Jerath, and Aashutosh Srivastava. And thank you, Satyen ji, for the brief time that you were able to intervene. Sorry that we weren't able to get that connection to you fixed. But the story isn't going anywhere. There's going to be lots of summons to Rahul Gandhi, lots of cases, lots more to discuss. And so we'll pick up that soon. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great evening.
We started Mojo right here in this basement. Just 4 people, 4. And now we're about to hit our first 1 million subscribers. So this is to say thank you to all of you for your support, for your respect, and for your encouragement. We've always gone to where the story is. During the pandemic, when television's big anchors were hunkered down in their studios or at their homes, we hit the road. We traveled from Delhi to Kerala, covering 30,000 kilometers in our small car, reporting from inside ICUs and inside slum tenements. Whether it's flash floods or war zones, we've always put our boots on the ground. In fact, we're just back from Punjab, tailing the Khalistani fugitive Amritpal Singh. And through all of this, we have always put you, the people, first. In an age of partisan polarized media where most journalists are either chamcha ya morcha, we believe the story is sacred and the truth of the story is what matters. And now as we get ready for the next step, we need your help. Become a Mojo member and get first access to all our big interviews. Get a chance to ask our newsmakers questions. Get a chance to write and report for us for both our website and our channels. And also, interact with me and my colleagues directly through AMA sessions. Literally, ask me anything. Click on the join now right next to the subscribe button, and yes, also subscribe if you haven't yet, and become a Mojo member for just 159 rupees a month. Hope to see lots of you in our community. It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.